Hallo zusammen. Ich werde wieder überraschend und ohne Vorankündigung nochmal ein bisschen Autopsy Simulator spielen. Und ja, ich werde auch ad hoc wieder aufhören müssen auf Zuruf. Deswegen kann es sein, dass diese Session auch sehr schnell wieder zu Ende sein wird. Aber vielleicht schaffen wir es ja doch, die eine oder andere Leiche heute wieder fertig zu bearbeiten. Deswegen, jetzt ohne auch groß weiter rumzudrucksen, legen wir direkt los.
Cold. I guess I should have brought my jacket to work.
So cold. Wo muss ich denn hin? Geh zurück in deine Wohnung. Okay, verstehe.
This block
Die Türen
can be
zumachen.
quite intimidating when it's so quiet.
Da war jemand. Und er ist weg, natürlich. Warum auch nicht?
Standard correspondence consisting of bills, advertising leaflets, and pious reminders about the upcoming end of the world.
Ja, übliche Post. Stimmt, ich hatte hier ein bisschen Probleme mit dem rechten Stick. Der arbeitet ein bisschen mit Verzögerung und wenn ich zu schnell stelle, dann... war ein bisschen merkwürdig, ich erinnere mich. That thing. Ja, hübscher Clown. Wo wohne ich denn überhaupt? Hier? Das ist so lange her, ich hab's ganz vergessen. Okay, Ladies.
What? What? What the fuck? But I locked it. I'm sure of it.
Bitte. Okay, Kapitel 1.
Who the fuck did this? I don't have anything valuable. Money. They must have stolen the money.
Das Geld gestohlen.
Oh God. Oh God. What am I supposed to do now?
Tabletten nehmen vielleicht.
Great. That's all I need. Fuck! What if it was Red Pete? Where? I need my pills. I can't get my thoughts together.
Wo wären denn die Tabletten, wenn ich Tabletten wäre? Wartet, ach da unten, sie leuchten sogar.
Christ, why did the neighbors not report anything? I'm calling Steven.
Gut. Telefono, hier, Opti.
Steven?
Now, Jack, I told you, I'm going for a drink with you for another night in a row.
That's not why I'm ringing. Although I could do with one. Someone broke into my apartment.
What? Did anyone see anything? Have you called the police yet?
No, I don't think so. Anyway, no one contacted me. As for the police, I'm calling right now, officer.
All right. Do you want me to head around? Look for any trace evidence?
I don't know. No, I guess not. Honestly, I don't have the strength to deal with it right now. I just want to lie down.
Are you sure? Because it's no trouble at all.
I think so. I'm sorry. I just wanted to calm down a bit. I don't know. That's probably some stupid joke. Only money was stolen.
Money? From Alice's box? Oh, fuck. Listen, I can come over. I have the key. I'll drop by, do what I need to do, and you go get some sleep.
No, don't trouble yourself. Lately, I've been just so tired and distracted. I don't know. Maybe I forgot to close the apartment door on my way to work. If anything else is missing, I'll let you know and call the police.
All right. Just make sure you close it tonight. If you see anything weird tomorrow, let me know. Whoever did this may be watching you.
I don't think anyone is dumb enough to come back.
You're probably right. Take care, Jack. If you need anything, call me.
I promise I will. Thanks, Stephen. Sorry to bother you again. I've just been all over the place lately.
It's not a problem. Good night, Jack.
Good night. I guess I should clean this shit up. Where to start?
Erstmal den Kühlschrank zu.
There you go. To be honest, I could leave it like this.
Ich muss kurz in die Tür. Kleinen Moment. Und da bin ich wieder.
With this. I should pack this thing away. Now I'm sure Alice's family should really have some of these.
So, was noch?
What a mess. Now if only I could blame this on the burglars.
Oh, okay, krass, jetzt noch einiges rum. Okay. Was?
That's enough for now. Jeez, I'm exhausted. I'll get the rest in the morning.
Sehr guter Vorschlag. Sehr gute Idee.
That's enough. I need to quickly change and finish getting ready.
Herrlich, der macht's richtig. Frühstück für Champions.
I'm gonna be late for work again. Got my keys, got my files. Check.
Dann los.
Oh yeah, I should take my pills.
So, ich wäre jetzt hier reingegangen, um ein Drückerchen zu machen. Aber gut, Tabletten sind bestimmt auch nicht ganz unwichtig.
I feel like it takes me forever to finish these things. Time to go.
Ein Drückerchen machen. So, jetzt aber abschließen.
Remember to close the door properly, Jack. I'll ask the neighbors tomorrow if they saw anything suspicious.
Was war das? Vogel gegengeflogen. Das ist ja ein Ding. Zippo.
I wonder if Ridley fixed the coffee machine.
Warum steht denn eine Mikrowelle im Treppenhaus? Naja, sicher ist sicher, nehme ich an. Gut.
Maybe a bit optimistic. I'd better grab a coffee on the way.
Alla.
I'm exhausted. I wonder who Stephen brought in today. Good morning, Mr. Ridley. Oh, he's not here yet? No, I'll do without him.
Ich habe gerade
I
einen
hope
Schritt
he...
gehört.
Oh, come on. He was too lazy to even wheel the gurney to the autopsy room.
Jo, das war hier das Ding dahin. Oh Gott, was war das?
Almost there. Now for the tough part. The body needs to be moved. Where's Ridley when you need him? All right. I just need some gloves and my apron. Then I can get to work.
Die Gloves sind hier. Ah, die Schürze zuerst. Okay, dann ziehe ich zuerst die Schürze an. Da.
I'm going to need my tape recorder for this. Autopsy dated November 22nd, 1991. 7:32 p.m. Led by Dr. Jack Hanman.
Ah, die Polizeiakte natürlich. Das ist alles schon was länger her hier.
Verifying the identity of the Jane Doe. It's most likely Harper Lloyd, age 35, found in a well-owned house by her neighbors Leonard and Dorothy Chelsea. Reported missing for a week.
Okay. Also war eine
It is
Woche, wie es
also known
aussieht,
that the
in
deceased
dem
was
Brunnen.
diagnosed with affective bipolar disorder. Harper was placed on drug therapy, which she dropped out of fairly regularly. During her treatment, she was under the care of her common-law partner, Richard Benson, professional truck driver. The last person who had contact with the deceased was her partner. Harper's last message read as follows. I'm gonna take a shit in their stupid well. Then we'll see who has the last laugh. Nice one. Police records
Okay.
also show that Mrs. Lloyd was in constant conflict with her neighbors. The constant parties and subsequent brawls made living in the area nearly impossible, especially when Lloyd's partner wasn't around. Firefighters found the body after the Chelsea family began complaining that their tap water tasted strange, and at one point had begun to smell and turn a dark color.
Oh, okay, dann wird
I
das
proceed to open the
sicherlich auch
bag and check the state of
kein
decomposition. The most
schöner
important
Anblick
task
werden,
in
wenn wir
forensic
jetzt den
identification of a
Bodybag
drowned
aufmachen.
person is to distinguish whether the death occurred before or after entering the water. Okay, that could have been worse. I carefully removed the victim's clothes so as not to damage the skin. The deceased was found. One shoe was missing. I'm going to need the camera to document all possible suspicious marks. Definitely the first thing that stands out is the very advanced post-mortem gigantism.
Was soll ich denn hier fotografieren jetzt noch? Das Gesicht soll ich nicht. Oder mache ich nicht. Keine Ahnung warum. Was war das denn noch? Rauszoomen. Anzoomen. War gerade irgendwas? Auch nicht. Allgemeines Foto des Leichnams. Aha. Okay,
The skin of
verstehe.
the deceased appears very delicate, smooth, and relaxed from being in the water for a long time. The whole body is extremely pale.
Aha, jetzt geht auch das. Sehr schön. Fehlt ein Auge?
There are bruises and hemorrhages on the neck. These usually occur due to increased inhalation when fighting to breathe underwater. Post-mortem markings are seen on the underside of the body, that is, on the back, thighs, and calves of the deceased. It's likely that the deceased was lying on her back when she was fished out.
Okay. Füße, Hände vielleicht. Die Hände sahen auch nicht so gut aus, fand ich. Verdammt. Okay, hier ist nichts. Ich muss mal von der anderen Seite ran. Der hat mir noch überhaupt nichts davon gesagt, dass ein Auge zu fehlen scheint. Füße, nee. Aha, hier ist doch was
The
an der
skin
Hand.
on the hands can be easily separated from the body. The separation takes the form of a glove.
Okay. Das ist Fachwissen, das ich nicht unbedingt gebraucht hätte. Okay, ich kann hiervon kein Foto machen. Warum nicht? Rauszoomen vielleicht.
There are some obvious scratches on the skin.
So, und jetzt würde ich gerne mal das fehlende Auge mal thematisieren wollen. Aber er offensichtlich nicht. Ins Ohr? Auch nicht, okay.
The so-called washerwoman's skin on the feet. The deceased had indeed been in the water for a long time. So, after the preliminary exam,
Okay.
it's time to take a closer look at this.
Über die Okklusion
Today's
durch. Dann
date.
los.
The deceased was clothed. Rigor mortis does not need to be checked. Based on the state of decay, you can be sure it has subsided.
Eine Lupe.
Where to start? We see thick white foam in the mouth of the deceased, resulting from pulmonary edema. Foam is a characteristic in deaths due to drowning. There are obvious scratches on the skin, especially on the back and hands. These could be defensive wounds, evidence of some sort of altercation prior to death.
Okay.
The spots have a purplish blue-red hue, which is a typical sign of the death of the organism. Yep, pretty typical. Liver mortis are formed as a result of putrefaction of blood in the veins. No obvious signs of struggle. The skin on the hands would have easily peeled away from the flesh. Some of the fingers have already lost their nails.
Ob sie sich vielleicht versucht hat, da unten frei zu kratzen? in
Due
diesem
to the fact that the deceased
in
was
dem
wearing
Loch.
shoes all the time, her feet are in better condition than her hands. Nevertheless, we can still notice a clear, wavy skin and the so-called washerwoman's skin texture. Okay, that's probably enough to indicate it. I'd better note that down in the records. Marks found on the neck and foaming at the mouth are typical signs of drowning people. Those
Auf jeden Fall
abrasions appear
ertrunken.
relatively fresh. No healing or scarring is visible.
Das ist also
Hands
direkt
heavily
vor dem
wrinkled
Tod
from
passiert.
submersion in water. Typical washerwoman skin. There doesn't seem to be anything unusual about this livor mortis. Diffuse spots are caused by blood rotting in the veins. Considering the deceased's penchant for drinking alcohol, it could have been a mere accident. In this case, the question is, was drowning an accident or of suicidal? Maybe it's just abrasion, or maybe the result of a fight and being pushed into a well? Fortunately, the skin on the hands didn't fall off. Otherwise, I'd have trouble identifying the deceased. Their distribution suggests that the victim was probably lying on her back when fished out of the water. Livor mortis of a different color could indicate poisoning with carbon monoxide, cyanides, or nitrates. However, this is not the case here. A simple trip, loss of balance, and as a result, you end up in a deep hole with no way out. That's all for now.
Okay, also wir haben jetzt die Möglichkeiten, dass sie... Also sie wird ertrunken sein.
Before I begin the
Wir wissen nur
dissection,
nicht, ob es ein
I'll
Unfall
make
oder
sure the
vorsätzlich war
suggested
oder
identity
Selbstmord.
is correct. The suitcase with the fingerprint equipment should be around here somewhere. Oh, here it is. The fingerprint sheet should always be checked. Slipping fingers, too much or too little ink, or inaccurate hand position can make fingerprints illegible.
Ja gut, dann schnappen wir uns das Ding hier.
With decomposing
Das Ding will
bodies,
ich nehmen.
the tissue of the pads and the fingers tends to shrink. To remove these shrinkages, a mixture of glycerin or air is used. If the body of the deceased is well preserved, fingerprinting is similar to that of a living person.
Dann wollen wir noch mal sehen.
I'm going to conduct a dactyloscopic examination. If in fact the deceased is in the police database, I will find her. Glycerin is injected successively between the nail and the skin of each finger. The substance then enters the fingertip, removing shrinkage and wrinkles.
Okay, also wir müssen jetzt praktisch die Fingerkuppen wieder so aufblähen, dass die Fingerabdrücke ganz normal genommen werden können. Ganz schön eklig. Aber es scheint zu funktionieren. Ich sehe wieder Fingerabdrücke.
Now I take
Also
a
diese
brush.
Wellen hier.
Only when the skin is taut and elastic can you use ink. I think it's enough. I'm getting fingerprint samples. In the case of drowning victims, you have to be extremely careful. The skin may fall off the hand like a glove when you take the print. I'll use the fax machine to add the print into the system.
The fax machine. Yes, da ist es doch optimal.
And
Ja.
once the data uploads, I'll run the prints against the police database on the computer.
Computer. Da,
Great.
okay.
The data is there. Click upload. Now, go through the database and find a matching print. Expect possible hours of fun. One more. Analyze
Ich glaube,
button.
das ist er, ne? Da. Okay.
And we have a result. Everyone has a story to tell, even if it's just a police record. So, as predicted, the deceased turned out to be Harper Lloyd. That went smoothly. I'll print this out and attach it to the medical records.
Oh, kleinen Moment bitte. Ich bin hier gerade etwas beschäftigt. Bin sofort wieder da. Sofort bei euch. Kleinen Moment. Okay. So. Lies das Ergebnis auf dem Faxgerät ab. Belästigung, Vandalismus, Ordnungswidrigkeiten. Ja, die hat auf jeden Fall ein entsprechendes Vorstrafenregister. Kleinladendiebstahl, Teilnahme an einer Schlägerei und Drogeneinfluss. Ich verstehe. Ich druck das mal aus.
Great. Now we can go back to my inspection. I'm adding the name of the deceased. I'll start the internal examination by taking fluid from the victim's brain. A needle inserted through the nose will do the trick.
Wähle die Spritze und entnimm eine Probe.
If the victim was alive when she fell into the well, she must have swallowed water fighting for her life. And then diatoms, characteristics of pooled water like a well, got into the body.
Okay.
In the meantime, I'll check the sample under the microscope. I'm sure that these algae traces will be found in the samples taken from the well where police found the body.
Okay. Gut, dann gucken
Now
wir
I need to
mal.
adjust the knobs properly and place the
ist auch
diatom
neu,
in the
nicht wahr?
center of the slide. Diatoms are single-celled microscopic algae. The aperture
Ich mach
still
mal
needs
ein bisschen
adjustment.
heller.
The image is too dark. Nah, too much light. I won't be able to see. Oh, I'm finally starting to see something here.
Okay, so, ist okay, nehme
It's
ich
not a
an.
dirty lens, I'm
Fokus.
afraid. And perfect. I won't even notice an army of diatoms from this distance.
Na, komm schon.
Great. This way I'll see if I'm dealing with a large concentration of these algae. It's not a dirty lens, I'm afraid, but rather a bad focus. And perfect. And perfect. Nah, too much light. Oh, I'm finally starting to see something here.
So. Was muss ich jetzt hier suchen? Ich guck mal, das sieht doch hier ein bisschen danach aus.
I won't even
Was auch
notice
immer.
an army of diatoms from this. Great. This way I'll see if I'm dealing with a large concentration of these algae.
Okay, ich muss hier also Algen nachweisen. Diatomeen, okay. Ja. Ist da vielleicht?
It's
Fokus
not a
mal ein
dirty lens,
bisschen.
I'm afraid. Perfect. It's not a dirty lens, I'm afraid, but rather a bad focus.
Okay, also war das Fokus auch nicht richtig.
Ja,
Dann muss er wieder ein
perfekt.
bisschen zurück. Perfekt, okay.
As expected, we find the aforementioned algae in the solution. Their upper part, Epitheca, which overlaps the lower, Hypotheca, is clearly visible.
Ja, clearly. Ich kann das auch auf jeden Fall sehen, dass
The
das du
presence of
sagst.
diatoms in the brain samples taken indicate that the deceased was certainly alive when she fell into the water and was possibly conscious. Since there
Ja,
were
also sie ist auf jeden
diatoms
Fall.
in the brain, it means that many more of them must have entered the body. Studies of the rest of the organs will most likely confirm this hypothesis.
Also sie war auf jeden Fall am Leben, als sie in den Brunnen gefallen ist. Wie sie jetzt reingefallen ist, wissen wir noch
I
nicht.
can finally get to the practical part. I must be extra careful because the skin of the deceased is very stretched. I wouldn't want an explosion here.
Ja, ich weiß, ich als Schlächter habe das nicht so drauf mit dem vorsichtig schneiden. Also, wer sagt's denn? Noch nicht ganz, doch, oder?
You can immediately see a very large swelling of the organs. In addition, all internal organs are very congested. I proceed to remove the rib cage.
Womit ging das noch? Ach, hiermit,
It's
ne?
easy to see that the ribs have been imprinted in the lungs. So, I'm going to start by drawing blood from the lungs for testing for diatoms. If diatoms were only present in the lungs, this would mean that the victim was placed in the well after death, and the perpetrator wanted to get rid of the corpse in this way. Now, I remove the lungs and proceed to their examination. Taking the lungs in my hand, I feel that the tissues have lost their elasticity, which is the result of water emphysema. In addition, there is significant swelling of the organs, and as a result, we have a nice imprint of the ribs. The emphysema itself, it's clear how far it's progressed, which is characteristic of drowning.
Gut. Sonst irgendwas?
Corpses found in water are worth examining with a tomograph. However, I can't count on such luxuries, so I must reach for a more archaic technology, a bucket and water.
Okay, krass. Dann holen wir uns mal aus dem Lagerraum einen Eimer. Bist du der Lagerraum? Nein. Bathroom. Storage. Okay, da ist der Eimer.
I hope no one dipped a mop in it. It's best to go to the lab for this.
Okay. Hat er irgendwas gesehen, das ich nicht gesehen habe?
Historically, the lung float test is used to detect infanticide. The water should be at room temperature. That's enough. To test for this, I have to place the lungs in a container of water. This checks if there is air in the lungs. And speaking of lungs, everything is ready to bring them here.
Gut.
Oh, Jesus.
Interessante Entwicklung.
Of course, such a study isn't without flaws. Air may have entered a newborn's airways during resuscitation attempts. Gases released during decomposition could also give a false result. In this case, however, it's about something else, namely, the amount of fluid in the lungs. To test for this, I have to place the lungs in a container of water and wait to see if they fall or if they will float on the surface. Just as I assumed, the lungs collapsed easily. Fluid could have entered the lungs during panic attempts to catch breath underwater, but it could also be the result of bacterial infections or cancer, so further investigation is needed.
Gut, dann schneiden wir sie auf.
I move on to dissecting the lungs of the deceased. You can hear the distinct, very unpleasant crackling of the tissues being cut through. The parenchyma is remarkably pale, although small hemorrhagic foci and petechia are present on the surface.
Okay.
All right. Now, I will check the collected fluid under a microscope. If we find 20 diatoms on the slide, it can be considered drowning, and our result is not false positive due to possible contaminations. Let's see. The aperture still needs adjustment. Oh, I'm finally starting to see something here. It's not a dirty lens, and perfect. I won't even notice an army of diatoms from this distance. Great. This way I'll see if I'm dealing with a large concentration of these algae.
Das muss ich hier wieder suchen. Ah, ganz viele.
As expected, in solution, the diatoms are clearly visible. There are smaller and larger clusters of them. There will definitely be more than 20 of them. I'll make a note of all this. So far, this case looks pretty standard. It's clear from the beginning that it's drowning. Well, the procedure requires me to check everything anyway. So, I move on to checking the other organs. I ligate the heart, and then remove it for inspection. Strongly developed putrefactic hemolysis, the organ can be seen at first glance. Apart from that, no signs of a heart attack or other heart disease.
Ja. Ich habe das auch natürlich sofort gesehen, das was der sagt. Das ist ja offensichtlicher geht's ja fast gar nicht.
I move on to the next organ. This time, it's the liver. It's immediately apparent that the deceased didn't care for herself. Like most organs, her liver is enlarged and severe. The beginnings of cirrhosis are visible in some areas.
Okay. Zu viel getrunken. Ist noch mehr? Ich glaube nicht.
I transfer the organ to a board and proceed to dissect.
Schneiden wir die Leber auch mal auf. Ja, daneben. Ah, ich muss Tabletten nehmen, glaube ich.
The cross-section clearly shows dilated veins and many small hemorrhagic foci. I must admit that this is quite a feat, considering the rather young age of the deceased. Harper enjoyed drinking so much that she might not have lasted a few more years.
Also ordentlich den Schlund auf grob gestellt immer.
I move on to the stomach. I take a sample of the fluid for testing.
Die Spritze da.
It looks very turbid. I'll see what happens after spinning, but that's in a moment. Now, I carefully ligate the organ, then cut it off. It's enlarged, probably full of putrid gases. I transfer it to the board and carefully open it, checking the contents. One thing I've never get used to is how much this desk smells.
Vorsichtig.
Okay.
Sehr gut.
The stomach is full of fluid and unidentified organic matter, which is probably leftover food. So let's check the diatoms. Again. But in a centrifuge for a change. The problem with examining drowned people is being able to show whether the death was due to drowning or whether something else contributed to the death. Cramp, heart attack, drugs, homicide, or some accident. Such an analysis requires viewing from different angles and a careful interpretation of the collected data, including those from the field. That's why it's so important to collect as many samples as possible. Unfortunately.
Der redet wirklich, wirklich viel dafür, dass er ganz alleine ist.
Okay, this is one last little sample. Now set.
So, ich suche nach Algen, nicht wahr? Die hier, okay. 35 Minuten, 25%. Das ist 35. Ja, sieht richtig aus. Und 25. Und los. Nein. Okay. Und das sind 25. Und los. Mark from the lab. 504. ...804, 821 und 3720. Ach, B zum, natürlich. B zum Starten. Wer lesen kann, ist klar im Vorteil.
A considerable collection. My own but trusted centrifuge. Ideal for all the fluid tests I need to perform during an autopsy.
Okay, diesmal ist der Strom nicht ausgefallen, das ist sehr schön.
Done. I'll run it directly into the chromatograph and run it against the data from the police. I'm certain the analysis will show similarities between the fluid and water in Chelsea's well.
Bitte.
Let me think.
Zack.
3 milliliters should be fine.
3 Milliliter. Gut. Zack.
Okay, now it's the chromatograph's turn. Yes. The water sample matches the one provided by the police. Well, The results are quite clear. I was hoping it would be a more interesting case. More diatoms. Analysis indicates the same origin. Blah, blah, blah.
Okay, weder Blut noch
There's
Drogen
little
wurden
left to
gefunden.
do. I'm going to check the airway patency of the deceased. Interesting. Looks like there's something stuck in the trachea. I'm moving to the board for further inspection.
Okay, ich habe nicht gesehen, dass da irgendwas drin steckt. Aber naja, was
I
weiß ich.
dissect the trachea and open the organ.
Okay. Vorsichtig, vorsichtig. Okay, sehr gut, sehr gut. Oh, daneben. Tut mir leid.
Inside, I
ja.
find a wedding ring. This
Ein
is
Ring?
interesting. Let me look at it.
Durchaus.
Based on the size, I can say that it's a woman's wedding ring. Quite standard from the outside. There's an engraving inside. What the fuck? But this is my ring. Alice's ring. But how did
Tabletten,
it... how did
Tabletten.
it- But this should be at home. I have it. At home. It's...
Was denn jetzt?
Must have been nothing. Where are my meds? Where the fuck are my meds?
Ah, hier ist doch gut. Ist doch gut.
Christ! Hope these all make it go away. I have to check the apartment. It can't be.
Okay, dann lasse ich die Tote da einfach so offen liegen.
Mr. Ridley. Mr. Ridley!
What's all the ruckus?
I need to go home. Immediately.
What? Now?
I have to. Have you seen anyone here this morning? Anybody suspicious?
Oh, there was no one. Dorothy was, but only for a moment, then she left. What's wrong with you, Hammond?
Okay. Thanks.
What about the corpse?
I'll come back, I promise.
Gut, ab nach Hause.
Jesus Christ!
Okay. Ob das fahren sollte?
I have to check this out. This... Please be there. It can't be your wedding ring. It's not here. It's not. I need to go. This is sick. Fuck. Come on, Steven. Pick up the fucking phone.
What's up, man?
They took the ring.
What? What ring? What are you talking about?
They took the wedding ring. Alice's wedding ring.
One sec. You mean burglary? You said nothing was missing.
Yes, I know that. I don't know. I was jittering. Maybe I didn't notice. I don't know, but that's not the worst of it.
Calm down, Jack. Breathe. What happened?
I found it in the trachea of the deceased I was working on. Do you understand? I pulled it out of a dead woman's trachea.
What?
I don't know what's going on. You think Red Pete wants revenge? He's playing with me. Huh? I knew it. I knew it from the beginning this is going to happen. I didn't make it up!
Jack, listen to me. Try to calm down. Don't leave the apartment. I'll be with you right away, okay? I'm on my way.
What sane person would do something like that? Fucking Ridley lets in whoever he likes as usual. What are you saying? Steve? Steven? Don't leave me, man. Come on. Fuck. Oh, God, what now?
Erstmal Tabletten nehmen.
Okay, I need a drink.
Nein, du brauchst Tabletten. Wenn ich mir jetzt einen Drink nehme, ist das Spiel vielleicht zu Ende. Mal sehen. Ich lasse es drauf ankommen.
What's going on?
Der Sound ist bei mir etwas asynchron.
Just one sip more. Yep. Jesus. Okay. Yep. Okay.
Und das war das zweite Kapitel.
These reports will kill me one day.
Okay, also irgendwie in sein Bett geschafft. Sehr schön. Mit Schuhen geschlafen. Kann man machen.
Fuck. Yes.
Hi, this is Charlotte. I guess I interrupted you again?
Oh, hi. No, I just... I wrote reports in those last sections, and I was just about to leave for work.
I always know when to call.
Yeah, definitely. What's up? How are you?
I'm good, thanks. What about you?
Okay, nothing new. I had a few days off.
Oh, that's nice. Then... Did you have a moment to look for something for me?
Something for you?
Well... the photo with the photo I asked you for?
It hasn't come yet? Oh, sorry, but I said it a week ago.
No, not yet. Maybe I'm too impatient. I'm sorry for rushing you. You have so much on your mind, I thought maybe you forgot.
It's okay. No worries. With my pills, Pills. I almost forgot to take my pills. So you see...
Yeah.
I have to go now.
Yes, sure.
Let me know if you still haven't received the letter. Then I'll try... well, maybe I'll find something else.
Oh, really? Could you? It would be great if you could. Really?
Yes. I know it means a lot to you.
Well, I won't hold you any longer. Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.
Damn.
Das war ein seltsamer
Did I miss
Anruf.
the address? How am I gonna get those pills? Maybe I should invite Charlotte.
Bin mir ziemlich sicher, ich hab's richtig gemacht. Muss die Post verkackt haben. Oh, was ein schöner Tag. Gut,
I should take out the trash first.
bring den Müll raus. Den Müll. Wo würde ich denn den Müll finden? Außer hier überall. Ah, da, okay.
Ugh. Why is it so wet?
Oh. Fast vergessen. Hier liegt noch mehr Müll. Aber nicht meiner. Können die schön selber machen. Okay, krass. Das ist momentan gerade der schlimmste Horror, den ich habe. Das heißt dann nämlich in der Regel, dass mein Kind wach ist. Aha, Müllcontainer. Optimopti.
You disgust me.
Wer hat das gesagt? Ich habe wieder nichts gesehen, verdammt.
I wonder if Alice's mother has a film of this photo somewhere. I actually hadn't thought about it before. I should call her on Friday.
Ich bin gespannt, ob jemand diese halbfertige Leiche für mich weggeräumt hat oder ob ich das selber machen muss.
God. Why do I like sleeping so much? Huh?
It's just me, Jack.
Okay, ich bin's nur Jack. Aber wer? Hallo? Hallo? Okay, eine Birne im Baum. Ich höre doch hier irgendwas. Hört ihr das auch? Ja, was auch immer das war, ich kann dir leider nicht helfen. Ich komme hier nicht weg. Dann rein hier.
Good afternoon.
Typ.
Isn't it a bit early for you?
I missed our invigorating conversations. Has Stephen brought the body?
Yeah, the trolley's in the hall. Maybe wheeling it to the dissection room will be invigorating enough for you.
Huh. I've missed how friendly and helpful you are. I think I'll get straight to work on this one. Focusing on something will do me some good. Christ, this one's heavy.
Hat er den gerade fett genannt?
Hey, Mr. Ridley, I need help. I can't lift this bag myself. Ridley! Ugh, wasn't easy, but at least I can start.
Schutzhandschuhe,
A new
zack.
package must have arrived. I guess Dorothy ordered it. I think I'll skip recording a video for the students today. They don't need to see me and the body. Ugh. And they'll still have the accompanying photos anyway. November 27th, 1991. 5:14 p.m. Conducted by James Evans Jr., also known as Evans had previously been convicted of possession of stolen goods, robberies, and drug trafficking. There were also attempts to accuse him of leading a criminal group responsible for burglaries in the New Orleans area. What? Burglaries in the New Orleans area? This is... It's a rather strange coincidence.
Ob der uns
The
beklaut
body
hat.
was found naked and mutilated. Clothes, probably belonging to the deceased, were found lying nearby. The body was found inadvertently in the woods near Peetsville. The dogs picked up the scent while searching for a missing boy.
Ist bestimmt.
The deceased's father, James Evans Sr., is a local businessman. He was the one who reported the disappearance. At the time of the report, his son hadn't been home for 3 days.
Okay, dann war er vielleicht doch nicht in diesem Truck, der verunglückt ist mit den
Police
ganzen
photos show that the body was
Sträflingen.
not even particularly hidden, but only covered with a thin layer of soil, branches, and leaves. Sounds disturbing. I wonder what condition the body is in then. I'll start by opening the bag. Oh,
Okay,
fuck.
krass.
I didn't expect this level of mutilation. This is going to be a dirty job. I'll check through the bag the police left.
Okay, krass. Sag's auf den Tisch. Lege den... Ah, okay.
Maybe there will be something worth noting about the victim's clothes. Leather belt. You can see that it's been serving its owner for a long time. Plain cotton t-shirt. Classic jeans. Well, certainly not my style. Is this?
Was hast du gesehen?
Interesting. Most of the blood is visible around the neckline. However, after decapitation, I would expect a larger stain, mainly traces of soil. It's a bit like the perpetrator's pulled his shirt over his head. Something's stuck here. It looks like some kind of ecdysis? Scale? This could point to an animal being responsible. The bloodstains don't appear to be related to any injuries on the body. A lighter, engraved with the police insignia, stolen. It looks somehow... it's probably a coincidence.
Steht da? Oh, for a partner in crime, okay.
Traces of dirt mixed with blood and rubbed leaf litter. Evans must have been crawling, or was dragged along the ground.
Okay, also der Gürtel, der hat auf jeden Fall schon bessere Tage erlebt, nehme ich an. Der sieht nämlich wirklich abgenutzt aus. Ja, vielleicht ist er auch froh, dass er jetzt frei ist. Aber hier gibt es nichts zu gucken. Glaube ich. Okay, die Hose vielleicht nochmal.
And
Was du
here,
denn?
another animal souvenir. It looks different than the previous one. The only thing I can tell from the clothes is that before his death, Evans had either put up quite a fight. Okay, I'll take a look at the scales. They seem too different. Dorothy once brought an animal encyclopedia here. She performed an autopsy on an exotic animal smuggler. The guy suffered an accident while transporting illegal animals. Not only were the police needed on site, but it took nearly a day to round up his cargo. Dorothy had a hard time with that case. Did the impact kill him? Or did one of the animals he was transporting do him in? They even talked about it on the news. People were terrified that some reptile would just come out of their can and grab him. Okay, the book.
Was jetzt? Okay, krass.
Who is this?
Sehr unschön.
Alright.
Oh.
Which page was it? Local wildlife. I bet I'll find something here. Oh, that was quick. I wouldn't expect anything else. Not this area, but who... Nile crocodile. What kind is this? Ah, saltwater. Oh, yes. This turtle turned out to be a killer. He ripped off the guy's wrist and tore... I only need to concentrate on the crocodile chapter. An interesting pattern. Very diverse. But that's not the one.
Das wird's sein.
No way.
Das ist es.
I would expect something local? I certainly don't remember hearing of an animal escaping from the zoo. So, either someone donned in crocodile products was around the deceased, or one of them attacked him. I'll examine the body and take photos. If an animal attacked him, there'll be traces. Ugh, Christ. Why am I so tired? Some coffee would be nice. What was I supposed to... Ah, the pictures. I'll have to show them to Dorothy. Too bad that we no longer keep our ranking. With something like that, I would come out on top. There hasn't been a case like this for a long, long time. Alright, I'll begin.
Ich kann überhaupt nicht sehen, dass der Kopf fehlt.
The deceased's skin is smooth and taut. This suggests an advanced stage of decomposition of the corpse. No head. That's not hard to miss.
9 Fotos diesmal, okay. Das da ist auch recht offensichtlich, dass es hier rumgehen sollte.
It's unlikely that a human would make such a wound.
Ja, durchaus richtig.
Nasty.
Oh, das war falsch. Ja, hier haben wir noch eine.
Such a wound could not have occurred during the victim's lifetime.
Die Füße sehen auch nicht so gut aus. Ah, was haben wir denn hier?
There are also clear traces of the deceased ankles being bound in some way.
Gucken wir mal die andere Seite. Hier sind überall Tattoos, aber die scheinen nicht wichtig zu sein.
Evans couldn't have tied himself up like that. It looks like some sort of attack or kidnapping.
Oh, nicht, dass der irgendwie so den Krokodilen zum Fraß vorgeworfen wurde. Dass er so gefesselt wurde.
And as expected, there's a bite.
Oh, das wäre bitter. Was haben wir denn noch? Das da? Nee. Ah,
This wound appears to have been made by a sharp instrument.
oh, eins noch. Ja, ich würde ja vielleicht irgendwie den Fokus auf die fehlenden Genitalien legen an seiner Stelle, aber ich mache hier nur meinen Job. Was könnte ich denn noch fotografieren hier? Ah, da war's.
Interesting. This needs to be investigated further.
Gut,
I need to
alle
get my
Fotos
thoughts
gemacht.
together. It seems that this... I wonder whether the decapitation took place before or after death. To check.
Ich muss ihn mal ausreden lassen, fürchte ich.
I have some suspicions about these marks. The work of animals can be seen here. The question is which ones.
Oh, ein Wortwitz.
Like torn meat. But I can't tell from the photo what animal did this. This looks very promising. The bite is clearly visible. It should be easy to compare it with the encyclopedia and identify the culprit. I just need to make it a little bigger. It'll be faster than physically measuring the bite. I hope I put it in right. I can never remember whether it was image up or image down.
Ist so, diese 90er-Jahre-Technik ist zum Kotzen gewesen.
At university, I didn't have facilities like a fact. Ah, fantastic. Practically a one-to-one. Just some tracing paper, a pencil, and I can check these in the encyclopedia. Now, did I leave them in a drawer? Or maybe a box somewhere? Ugh. I don't remember if I left them out somewhere.
Licht anmachen geht nicht gerade. Warum auch?
They definitely pay me too little for this.
Pauspapier. In meinem Büro. Tja, wo würde ich denn das Pauspapier wohl finden? Ah, da.
Oh, looks like I can tidy up after myself. Sometimes. A very, nature-driven case so far. I'll have to consult the encyclopedia again. Good thing Dorothy left it here. Otherwise, I would have had to run back to my place to get some.
Nee, das ist er nicht. Nee, auch nicht. Das ist er.
The shape of the jaw appears correct, but not the teeth. That's not it.
Not the teeth. Dann ist es das.
It makes sense.
Muss sein.
This would also explain the mold found in the clothes. It turns out that some of the wounds can be safely blamed on local alligators. However, we cannot blame them for the decapitation. It's not these animals we should be afraid of here. I should make some notes and start the autopsy.
Oh, was war das?
Ugh. And look for other traces. It doesn't look good. Evans wasn't decapitated with one cut.
Okay, bitter. Hoffentlich war der Arme schon tot.
Several stab wounds of varying depth and circumference.
Okay, scheint auch nicht unbedingt von einem
Looks like
Tier
the killer might have
gemacht worden zu
missed
sein.
before they finally hit the neck.
Ach, scheiße.
Mississippi alligator. It's strange that an alligator would leave such a clear and smooth mark.
Oh, hast du da vielleicht den Verdacht, dass da einfach nur jemand einen Alligator-Kopf drauf gedrückt hat? Das Gebiss?
The imprints are quite deep and even. From the looks of it, I'd say Evans was restrained with his own belt.
Oh.
Looks like an uneven bite. It's worth taking a closer look at this. Maybe there will be some remaining teeth marks. The result of an animal tearing at its body, eaten skin, soft tissues, and genitals. There are even some teeth marks, but... well, it doesn't look like an alligator. The bite is firmly incorporated into the wound. A photo alone won't help me here. I need to make a cast and compare it.
Okay, krass.
Evan's right side must have been more attractive to the crocs and insects. Very strong binding marks. You can see peeled epidermis and small wounds. There's no end to playing zoologist today. I need a tool with dental impression cement. Can I find it here? No. It's probably lying somewhere around in the lab. I hope the cement hasn't expired.
Die Zementdosierpistole. Wenn ich eine Zementdosierpistole wäre, wo... Ah, hier.
A month after the due date. That could be worse.
Ja gut, dann
Now
wollen wir
I
mal.
need to cover the bite area. Wait until it hardens. I think it's ready. The cast looks quite contaminated from the other wounds in that area.
Sieht so aus, als ob ein Mensch ihm das alles
well,
abgebissen hätte.
Let's hope the imprint turns out better.
Zum Koffer und Abdrücke der Bisswunde zum... Ah, okay, da ist der Koffer.
Brush, ink, and paper. Similar to taking fingerprints. Paint over the area.
Schnapp ich mir das? Malen. Fertig gemacht. Noch nicht fertig
And
gemacht?
put a piece of
Okay.
paper on it.
Das ist aber ein seltsames Geräusch für Papier.
That's very strange. I'll run it through the facts and check it on the computer. I really don't want to believe what I'm seeing.
Ich würde es auch nicht glauben wollen. Das ist ja fies. Wer macht denn sowas? Piep.
Loading. Ugh. What? Wow. This is, well, this is quite unexpected. Human teeth. Oh, fuck. I need to tell this to Stephen.
Irgendwo vorne was fehlt, muss ich gucken. Oder nicht? Sind die das? Nee, ne? Ich glaube nicht. Analysieren. Okay.
Maybe not everything is cataloged correctly.
Oh, das würden sie sein.
Loading. It'll probably take a while.
Okay, wir müssen weiter testen. Ja, könnte sein. Könnte sein. Keine Übereinstimmung. Okay, schade Schokolade.
Maybe not everything is cataloged correctly.
Haben mehrere Leute da abgebissen? Nee, das ist auch nicht richtig, oder? Okay.
not everything is cataloged correctly. Maybe not everything is cataloged correctly.
Ich glaube, der Typ braucht seine Tabletten langsam wieder.
Maybe not everything is cataloged correctly.
Gehen wir nochmal von vorne.
Loading. It'll probably take a while.
Okay. Gut, dann probieren wir das direkt nochmal von vorne. Nein, das ist falsch. Oder?
Loading.
Die sitzen gut.
It'll probably take a while. Finally. What? The partial impression I have may match several people. Okay, this one is in prison, so he's out. Another in prison. Oh, here's someone with quite interesting tendencies. Oh, he's dead. It doesn't fit. This one doesn't either. I'm afraid this will remain a mystery. The killer's profile is getting more and more interesting.
Muss man eine Tabletten nehmen. So, und unglücklicherweise muss ich hier halb verrichteter Dinge für jetzt auch leider aufhören zu streamen, weil gleich meine Kinder wiederkommen und die müssten das nicht unbedingt sehen, was hier so abgeht. Ich versuche morgen vielleicht nochmal online zu kommen, vielleicht sogar heute Abend. Aber bis auf Weiteres muss ich jetzt leider aufhören. Vielen Dank fürs Zusehen. Wenn es euch gefallen hat, lasst mir gerne ein Like da, wenn ihr das nachträglich auf YouTube seht. Und ja, ich verbleibe bis zum nächsten Mal. Ich bin Schlächter Umgang. Macht's